Well, this map, at least we brought some perks this time, so... And some range. Oh, here's somebody already. That way or this way? That way. Is there two of them on that gen? Alright, so we'll take some gen aggression. Much appreciated. Oh, their little stupid petrified oak is going to put me to where I don't have a hook. Why didn't I hit right there? I guess because I didn't lunge. Oh, you were the Shiva? Come on, what was with that speed? You gotta tell me. I felt like, I've never even felt like anybody was hacking before, but I really questioned the speed of just holding W and outrunning a nurse all across the map. I don't know what was up with that, but it felt pretty sus. And granted, I didn't have any range on that game. I didn't have anything, actually. But, I don't know. I don't recall anybody ever doing that. Just holding W and somehow completely outrunning me across the entire map. It's going around solid objects, which the nurse has a hard time going through. I don't know. I'd have to watch it back. Their console, so I doubt it's hacked. I'm not saying it was. I'm rank 1 survivor. Rank 1 is in what? Iridescent 1? I mean, anybody can get Iridescent 1. I get that every round, and I'm not that good as a survivor. That just has to do with how much you play. But I don't know. I'm not saying it was a cheat. I'm just saying it felt like it was. Like I said, I didn't have range add-ons. So I didn't have the greatest range, but it was just weird because I couldn't even get close to you. I was blinking across the entire map and you were just running forward and I couldn't even get anywhere near you, to the point where I was like, okay, I just got to drop this chase because for sake of the generators all getting done if I kept chasing. I wanted to chase you again. It just never got to that point again. I did feel mean going around the map in a circle twice. I don't know. I just didn't. I was expecting double backs. Most people double back against the nurse. But then you were just holding W the whole time. And I'm like, okay. And then I kept blinking forward. But it was like with every blink, I was losing distance. And I'm like, what is up with this? And I knew you had balanced landing because you stood on the hill and jumped off. But after that, I was like, I don't know where she's getting all this speed from. I mean, I'll tell you, whatever you were doing worked. At least in buying your team a lot of time. No mind games here, only run forward. Yeah, I saw that. But in a way, that was a mind game because most people double back on a nurse. And so I was expecting that, but then didn't, but to me it was just the speed thing. I was like, how is she getting so much distance? I guess, I don't know. I should have tried cutting you off, but it was just, I don't know, it just felt weird because there was so much distance that the blinks weren't even, they were like useless. You are literally the reason I put on range add-ons right now. I wasn't using any add-ons or perks. And I'm like, okay, I want to put on range add-ons because if something like that happens again, I just want to see. Because if I couldn't catch somebody with the range add-ons, especially double range add-ons, I'm like, there's no way that's legit. This one's gonna get out right about now. I just never stopped running. I saw after, what'd you see afterwards? Oh, me putting on the range. I don't know, I gotta watch it back. Because by the time I realized that you were just constantly holding W, by that time we were already like halfway into the chase. So by the time I like caught on to what you were doing, maybe I would have taken a different approach. Plus the Ada kept hitting me with head on. I don't even know how she was doing that if she's solo. She just happened to be chilling in the lockers that I was chasing people by. I thought for sure, like at one point I'm like, either I'm going up against hackers or a competitive Swift, because there was so much coordination like with the head on. Look, they're already down to one generator. You see what happens when you don't tunnel somebody out of the game? That's what happens when you don't tunnel somebody out. This is why killers are forced to tunnel. Forced. Because you can't catch and hook them enough times before the generators are done. How you like that spin? Let's see if anybody's around. They're gonna. Oh, wait a minute. I could have moried her. I can't hook her then. They're gonna get the last generator done. But whatever. I'll get my Mori. That's why I brought it. I know, but the game right, like the game before that, the two games before that, I got accused by people saying that I was tunneling. And so my goal going into that game was, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I don't tunnel. He's gonna touch it. You gonna touch it? See, now if that were you, that would have never happened. You would have been like 3 miles away by that time. Come on, with these petrified oaks. Oh, I didn't realize he was death hook, so 2 are dead. Should have moried him. And this is even with gen regression, like, oh, I haven't kicked any gens, but this is even with all this gen regression build on right now. When I played against you guys, I had nothing. Oh, you're gonna push it? You're gonna push through it? Let me go ahead and kick this. Because he's not going anywhere. He's still right here, isn't he? Yep. Ah, this little object. See, you're right about like certain objects not being able to blink. Ah, she's gonna go. What are you gonna do? Touch the generator? And he's gonna try to touch it again? Alright, let's go, bro. See the double back? That's what most people do. Actually, most good players do that. and then make all kinds of turns to where I lose them, but you just kept going straight. Peekaboo. Alright, he's not Death Hook. Let's go, Kate. Come get your mans. See if you're on another generator. Not this one. And not that one. I wanted to make as much distance as possible. Yeah, well, that's a good plan. Oh, she killed herself on hook. Just for David to get hatch. Or, I mean, sorry, he killed himself on hook just for her to get hatch. Poor thing. Could be anywhere. I think she's gonna find it first because I'm nowhere near it. Yep. Well then. So, question is, after damaging a generator, does that count with Jolt? And does it count with Eruption after damaging a generator? Does this count with something like overcharge a generator by performing the damage generator action? Does this mean I have to kick generators for this? Or does Jolt do it for me? That's what I don't know.